Jesus and a Cup of Joe podcast would like to thank Artisans Woodwork for being a proud sponsor of this podcast. Artisan Woodwork is a locally owned small business that creates high-quality cutting boards, cheese boards, and serving trays. So if you're in the market for a great gift for you, your friends, or your family, I ask you to contact Artisans Woodwork through Facebook at Artisans Woodwork 73.
Hello, and welcome to the Jesus and a Cup of Joe podcast, the show that brings you a conversation about Jesus, the Bible, and life. Here is your host, Royce Bottoms.
Hey, I want to welcome all of you to the show. Thank you for joining me today. Hope and pray you're having a wonderful day. Easter is next month. We have put together an episode entitled Easter 2021. I hope and pray you get a chance to take a listen to that when it comes out. Share it with your friends and family. Let me know what you think of it, please. Contact me through any of my outlets and let me know what you think. Today, I want to discuss this whole cancel culture. I want to discuss this whole woke culture, everything that we're living in, because it is crazy. It's something I've never seen before in my entire life, and it is taking root into this country that we live in. Because, you know, we're told by Jesus to go out and spread the gospel, spread the good news to all the world and to the creation. And some of us are out there doing it, but I believe some of us are a little timid and we're a little nervous because we don't know how to handle being attacked. And that's going to happen. All right? Because this terror of this woke culture that we're in, it has no bounds. I mean, they are attacking everything from Curious George to the Disney children movies to Mr. Potato Head and now Dr. Seuss. But if we're not careful, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to come after the Bible because they're wanting to call it racist or gendered backwards for some reason. And so we need to prepare for that. We need to be able to stand up and fight back at that and understand what we're up against. So my disclaimer for today's episode is this. I'm going to do everything in my power not to go down the political rabbit hole. I would love to, but I'm going to do everything in my power because I don't want to offend you, the audience, because I do have Republican and Democrat listeners. But I will get on that thin line and talk about a few things that may offend some of you. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. If it offends you and you need to turn off the podcast, so be it. Because I'm not going to apologize for anything that I have to say. Because as all of you know that listen to this podcast, I am a conservative Christian. I am a proud conservative Christian. I believe in my Bible. I believe in my right to bear arms. And I believe in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I also believe in this country. I can believe that this country can be as great as it once was. Only if we can get rid of this craziness that's taken over. Only if we can get rid of this craziness. So, cancel culture. Okay? Now we're being attacked. They're attacking everything around us. They're using social media platforms, doing everything that they can to silence you, to tell you to be quiet. If they find something offensive, they're going to do everything they can to destroy your thoughts and your ways of thinking. And for the most part, this country has sat on its hands and allowed it. But it's time for us as Christians to stand up and say enough's enough. Draw the line in the sand and get ready to fight back biblically against all of this that's coming against us. Because I can tell you, most of this culture that's running around, as they keep saying on the social media and on the news outlets, it is nothing but being driven by the devil. Because the devil knows that he has lost. The devil knows that he lost when that grave was empty. And that grave remains empty today because Jesus didn't just die. He was resurrected on the third day just like he said. And he's sitting at the right hand of the Father and he's making a way for you and I. He's making a way for you and I. So here in the past couple of weeks, I've heard about Hasbro's Mr. Potato Head being attacked, the Dr. Seuss books being attacked because they're offensive. They're this, they're that. But yet, now you're trying to tell me, this culture is trying to tell me that there is no more moms and dads, that they're only caregivers, that there is no more man and woman, that they are used some other names to describe themselves. And now you're telling me because I'm a young man and I may not be able to play sports and keep up with the young men in the sports world, I can identify as a girl and I go play on a girls' sports team and dominate. That's coward. That's being a coward. That's being lazy. That's my opinion. That's ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. All right? First and foremost, as a parent and as a step-parent, or hold on, let me get politically correct. As a dad and as a stepdad, I do have a stepdaughter. I have two. And let me catch a boy in a girl's bathroom when my two stepdaughters are in there. All right? Because it ain't going to end well. Because this is ridiculous. And I'm sure somebody somewhere is listening right now and saying, oh my goodness, and going to report me to some social media outlet so they can attack me. That's fine. I've been attacked all my life for one thing or another. But my beliefs are my beliefs. All right? God created Adam and Eve. He didn't create Adam and Steve. I don't believe in homosexual. I don't believe in lesbians and gays. I believe in the sanctimony of marriage between a man and a woman. All right? The rest of that is garbage. The rest of that is nothing but Satan himself that's created. It's the culture that has been thrown up in our face. The times of Andy Griffith, the times of Leave It to Beavers, the times of all of these old TV shows that are on is no more. You know why? Because by George, we have to have some lesbianism going on. We got to have some girls kissing girls, some guys kissing guys. We got to have people having sex out of wedlock. We got to have this. We got to have that because that's what the culture wants, right? No, it isn't. That's what a few people want. Because I'm here to ask a question. What has Dumbo done to anybody? What is it? I think it's 3, maybe 4 crows smoking a cigar. What does that have to do with offending anybody? Oh, because they represent black people and that's stereotyping. Christians have been stereotyped all of our lives. People have been stereotyped all of our lives. How do you think people create movies and create what they call entertainment? Because they're stereotyping something. I mean, it's funny. I read an article about the Swiss Family Robinson, right? Pirates who antagonized the family were portrayed as stereotyped as foreign menaces. It was a movie. I mean, Hasbro was challenged because Mr. Potato Head, they wanted, now check this out, a gender-neutral doll. Here's a news flash, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head is a gender-neutral doll. Just take the eyes and the lips and the hairs and the ears and the feet off. It's a potato. You don't get any more gender-neutral than that. It's a potato. When you put the stuff on it, you turn it into a guy or a girl. Same thing as a guy who wants to play on a girl's team, probably throws on a little makeup, puts on a doggone wig, and says, I'm a girl. What's the difference? Besides, one of them's a toy and the other one is sick. I love Dr. Seuss, all right? Grew up on Dr. Seuss, but I'm here to tell you, if you own a Dr. Seuss book, you better hold on to it because it's going to be worth a lot of money. It's probably going to be the only thing that's going to help pay to get you out of debt after this so-called president finishes putting us in debt. As I said, I wasn't trying to go down the political rabbit hole, but I'm here to tell you, this man's been in office less than 4 months, and he's destroying this country. And these so-called woke nation people that we have in political positions, they're idiots. And all they're doing is they're causing more and more chaos. So here's the thing. As I said at the beginning, I'm a conservative Christian. I am a dad. I am a father. I'm not a he. I'm not a it. I'm not a she or anything else that you sit there and you try to do with changing the way things are. I am a dad. I am a father. I'm a daddy. I'm a pop. I'm whatever you want to call me when it comes to that, because I'm a proud parent. And I'm married to a proud woman who is a mom, who is a mother, who is a mommy, who is a strong Christian woman. So it's time for us to get off the sidelines. It's time for us to stand up and understand what we're in. We're in a war. We're in a war because they're coming after us for everything under the sun. The only difference between this war versus what Saul was doing, Saul used death to stomp out Christianity. Nowadays, they're using social media and they're using the things of today's time to cancel us, to silence us, to shut us out. And for the most part, it's working. But it's time for us to stand up and fight back. Do the same thing that Jesus did when he went in front of the Pharaohs, when he went in front of the high priest, when he went in front of the Romans. Stand up and know that if God is for you, who could be against you? Because there's nothing that this country and this world can do is if you got God with you. Nothing. Our school systems are in pure chaos right now, ladies and gentlemen. I hate it for children that are going to school today, because I can only imagine between all of the education lessons they have to learn, depending on what state you're in is whatever they're following. But man, you're being attacked from everything else. You're being told, in a sense, they're trying to say, well, you don't have to, you can just be neutral. You can just kind of be in the middle. It's okay. No, it isn't. God created all of us. He created all of us in his image. He created man. He created woman. Bible says that. That'll be another reason why they want to attack it, because of Genesis. Because I'm sure Genesis is going to offend and cause some poor snowflake to blow their ever-loving mind. Because God created man and woman, and created woman for a companion for man, and told him to go out and multiply and be fruitful. Oh my goodness, let's just lose our mind because of that. But yet, a silly potato head toy is causing people to completely lose it? Are you serious? We need to get up and get woke up to the fact of what's going on. All right? We're being attacked. We're being attacked everywhere that we turn. And I'm here to tell you, only God can transform the hearts and heal this land. God is the only one that can change the course that we're on. We got to stand up and we got to tell people about our Savior and start telling them about all of what Jesus has done and that he's doing and that he will do. We need to know that. We need to tell that. We need to let everybody know that Jesus is alive and well. And that this culture can't shut us down. So as I get ready to wrap up, I know I've probably been on my soapbox, but I just want you guys to be aware of what's going on, because I believe it's going to get worse way before it gets better. And we need to be prepared for when they start coming after the Bible and stuff of this nature. So I hope and pray that you guys have an awesome day. And I hope and pray as Easter approaches, you have a happy Easter. But just always remember, you start your day with Jesus and a cup of Joe. God bless.